What is up? What is up? How y'all doing? I hope you're having a great day. Y'all know this is the React with the Bat. And Sean Cody will be up here in a few minutes. We're checking something out because we used to have like a button here that he could go and share this video on his live. Oh, there he is right there. Did it work?
No, I still don't see it, so whatever.
Ah, man.
Maybe
Yeah,
next time.
yeah, I mean tomorrow maybe. I mean if it doesn't come up tomorrow, I think it was just one of those free trials. What up, Face?
Oh,
How you
that's
doing?
good, man.
Yeah, I think it's probably a free trial thing because how you call it? There was like 3 packages and one of them was like I think it was like a discount of 18.99 and the other one was like 25.99. Marty, that's my cousin Marty. How you doing? Yeah, I was surprised. I was caught off guard the other day that my cousin Mari, she's into the paranormal. I mean, she liked the paranormal thing. She wants to go to one of our, investigation one of these days. I told her, yeah, whenever that comes up, you could come. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Today we're just gonna watch a video here of cryptid. It says how many cryptid are there? Four cryptid on here. I'm not sure what cryptid are they. Probably aliens, Bigfoot, a swamp monster. I don't even know. I don't even know that. But I know this guy's pretty good. Hey, Cheryl, are you and Bucker coming up?
Cheryl, hey Drake.
Drake, what's up, my brother? You love it, huh? Hey, what's up, Cheryl and Buck? What's up?
Hey,
How you
hello, Sean.
doing?
Man,
Hey, horror of horror, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. So Sean can't find a button that he had that he could share this video to his channel, and I think it was just a one time. Well,
I
it
probably
was
could
a
do
free
it.
time, right?
There'd probably be a way I could probably do it. I don't know.
How about on YouTube? You can't do it on YouTube, right? They
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have
not
that
sure.
button.
I'd have to look it up.
Gotcha.
It's too low. It's
Uh,
still too late right now. I have to check into it and see how if there's
yeah.
another way to do that stuff.
I need everybody to keep Donnie in prayer. He wasn't able to come up. He had some kind of like a sinus infection, a headache, or something like that. So he'll probably come up next week. So is Nubby. Well, Nubby had some other prior engagement, so he'll probably be back next week. I mean, slowly but surely everybody's coming back. So real soon I'm gonna have to get that package. I'm gonna spend like $60 a month. No, I'm
Florida.
just playing. Florida, how you doing? Hold on, I missed it. Let me see what's. I'm good. It's my Friday weekend off, so it's great. Yeah, I'm glad. Hey, there's a guy named Buck on here. Buck,
hey. Yeah,
how you doing, Buck? Man, did you
I'm
make
doing
Cheryl
great.
throw out the garbage?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Good. That's what I like to hear.
yeah.
How's you guys doing though? I mean, how was your Friday?
Yeah, it was good.
It
Yeah.
was busy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I missed Monday of my job, so I had to go in today. But I only stood till like, well, I went in around 2:30 in the morning, so I only stood till 12 o'clock and came home. Yeah.
What, about 3 today?
Yeah, I worked till 3 today myself.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a real long day. Yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
Usually I work till 5, so today was a short day for me.
oh, I got you. Oh well, you
Yeah,
know what? If you leave work early and they still pay you the same amount of money, hey, it's a great day.
yeah.
Oh man. I hope everybody's having a great Friday, man. And so Should I tell him, Sean, where we went last week? Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah, we can tell him now. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
We'll see
So
the-
Sean and I, last week Saturday, we went to Niles, Michigan, and we actually went to a haunted mansion. We got to investigate a haunted mansion, and let me tell you something, man. This place is so active. I mean, we heard some sounds that we can't understand, where it came from. We had haunted dolls. I know you guys saw my short of the haunted doll that's plays with the dead bell and stuff like that. And this part I didn't catch it on camera. In fact, nobody caught it on camera. After the investigation, we sat around the front of the house, in front of the mansion. There's Rob is sitting on a sofa. His cousin and Jake the Explorer was sitting on his right side. I was sitting on the corner on his left side, and I think Trina was sitting on the corner on the other left side, on the far corner. And there's a big like a picture frame, but it's a metal frame of a flower and stuff. Well, I was playing on my phone. We were just there talking, and I was just looking at my phone, all the chat and everything. And all of a sudden, and Lisa and Drake saw it. I think Trina saw it too. I didn't, but I heard it. The frame came off the hook and landed on Rob.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Yeah, we don't know how that happened because I inspected the hook that's on there, and they're tight. It's not
Oh my
shakeable or nothing. They said that the picture frame levitated up and fell on him.
No way.
I didn't see it.
Oh my
and but I heard it, and it was that frame is pretty heavy. It's like metal. It's like metal, and that was
Yeah.
just crazy. I mean, we had so much fun. I'm just glad that hopefully, and I'm still praying that I didn't bring nothing home. You know, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
actually, and this is a scary part too. Was it Monday? No, Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. My equipment, my camera bag and all that stuff, I put it in the living room, right? And I actually heard like a bell, but I didn't pay no mind. I thought it was like something else.
Oh,
So
Lord.
I left. I left to work, but my wife kept telling me, "Hey, there's something ringing in your bag."
Oh no.
And I go, ringing in my bag? I don't have nothing that rings in my bag. I got my cameras, I got my flashlights. I did have my rim pot, but my rim pot is off. It's off. So I told her because she called me, and I told her, "Hey, you know what? Go to my bag and find out what it is." Well, she went to the bag, and all of a sudden, it stopped.
Oh my goodness.
You
no.
brought them home.
No.
No, it stopped. So I'm like, oh man, but you know what? Something. It could have been one of my cameras that I left on running because I did have like 3 cameras running that day, and maybe I left them running and the battery was dying out because she said it sounds like something was like running out of battery.
Oh,
And I'm like, man, but what is it? I don't think my camera make those kind of noise. I'm not too sure. I never heard that before. I got my flashlight, and I don't think my flashlight do those noise. What else that had the battery on there? My my rim pod, and
that could have been it.
but the only thing I grabbed my rim pod today, and it's on the off button already. I
would
turned
have
it
put
on.
that outside.
I turned it on. My rim pod is fine. It's not doing anything. So I don't know. I haven't heard it for the last 3 days. I haven't heard. I think whatever it was, maybe the battery died out or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm hoping it's that. It won't be the first time that something kind of followed me because I did have a little child ghost here. But it didn't really bother me. He was always in the closet. I don't know what kind of ghost is that, but he's always in the closet.
Nope.
Yeah, but nah, I mean, it doesn't faze me or anything. It was kind of scary. It was
Yeah.
from, if you actually bring something, man. I don't know. I mean, doing these investigations, you're taking a chance, though. That's the thing. You're taking a chance.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes you gotta live a little. That's life.
Oh, yeah.
That's life.
That's
You gotta
what
live
I
a
say.
little. I mean, how many
Yeah.
ghosts did you bring home, Cher?
Oh, I don't even want to
I
talk
know.
about that.
Hey,
I-
Buck said, ever since he married you, he brought something. You brought something with you.
No,
That's what Buck
no,
told me.
no.
Yeah, you brought problems. You brought headaches.
Oh, no, I did bring that for sure.
I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing.
It's okay.
Well, today we're gonna watch a video of the Wi-Fi, which I like the guy because remember when we saw his last video of Bigfoot, he was kind of breaking it down and he said that it could be fake and all that stuff. And you know how I am with certain things, like UFO and Bigfoot. I don't believe in that until I see it. But today we're gonna see Cryptid 2 because that last one was Cryptid 1, and this one is the Electric Boogaloo. 4 creatures following the same electromagnetic pattern. I really don't know. I've never seen this video before. I don't know what kind of creatures are there, what kind of cryptid, but we're gonna check them out.
Okay.
And Florina, how you doing? I don't know if I say hi to you, Florina. All right, here we go.
In 2015, a routine study by the United States Geological Survey, or USGS, discovered strange electrical patterns and vast cave networks beneath New Jersey's Pine Barrens, formations that shouldn't exist in that area. When researchers compared their data with other surveys, they found identical formations and energy signatures in 3 other places.
I'm sorry. Hey, do you guys want us to be at the bottom, or you want us to be on the side, or you want us hiding so you can actually watch the video really good? How do you guys want it? Because like this, you only see like
the hills of West Virginia, the Congo Basin, and eastern Oklahoma. Each site had vast underground cave systems, and each site showed unusual electrical activity, repeating patterns of energy too precise to be natural. The more the data was analyzed, the more connections were found. And there was one connection the government did not want to talk about.
Oh, cool.
All 4 locations were connected to cryptid sightings. In 2018, the USGS quietly issued a final report. Despite being thousands of miles apart, the tunnels are laid out in the same mathematical grid, a grid that's slowly expanding toward a central point.
Okay, good.
It looks like that not only are the creatures living in the underground caves, now they're digging, and they're digging toward the same destination. So 2 questions. How are these cryptids connected? And what happens when their tunnels intersect?
Did you ever watch Godzilla? They fight.
Like that? That's how you like it, Face? Is that cool?
Thing I'm gonna do is punch your mouth.
Yeah, human. Thank goodness you're there. I need the company credit card. It's an emergency.
Yeah, I guess you
I
can
could
see the
almost
whole.
guarantee that it's not.
I've got
Yeah.
a great
See the whole
business
screen and see
idea,
the
but my credit card is maxed out, and the loan shark's been circling for days.
What's the business this time?
Well, Gertie just got her massage therapy license, and
Oh, no.
yeah, we're opening a camel massage parlor. It's called Gertie's Humpin' Rubs.
You might attract the wrong kind of customer with that name.
Yeah, I need money to rent the space. We need a table, a bunch of towels,
awesome,
some
guys.
incense. Luckily, I already have enough lotion to get us started.
Oh, boy.
I even wrote our first commercial.
Please don't.
Are you bent over? are just feeling pressure, come on down to Gertie's Humpin' Rubs. We'll help you stand up straight with a special prostate massage.
Prostrate.
What'd I say?
Why don't you just use PDS debt?
Oh, did you just gently insert your way into today's sponsor?
Why, yes. Yes, I did. If you're making payments every month on your debt and the balances aren't going down, PDS has solutions for you. PDS Debt has customized options for anyone struggling with a lot of monthly debt payments. Credit cards, personal loans, collections, even medical bills. They provide a service to match you with debt solutions tailored to your financial situation. Everyone with over $10,000 or more in eligible debt qualifies. There's no minimum credit score required, bad and fair credit accepted. You could save more while paying off your debt in a fraction of the time. And PDS Debt is offering our qualified viewers a free debt analysis. It only takes 30 seconds to complete their online assessment. Just head over to pdsdebt.com/files.
pdsdebt.com/file?
That's right.
Perfect.
That kind
Now we're having enough money to start the
disease.
business. You haven't lived until you felt a camel toe slide down your back.
Yeah, I don't
What?
really
All
want
right, let me go. Setting up a massage parlor is a lot of work. But hey, I appreciate you giving the story a happy ending.
Right?
The earliest mention of the New Jersey Devil is 1735. Deborah Leeds gave birth to her 13th child.
New Jersey.
According to the legend,
Devil.
she cursed the child, saying it would be the devil. Then the child transformed into a monstrous creature.
Yeah, teenagers, am I right?
One sentence. Can I build drama for more than just one sentence?
Sorry, I know you don't like cryptids, so I'm trying to help you keep it moving.
You don't need to. We're going to talk about 4 different cryptids today.
Fine, I'll write 4 times as many jokes.
No, please don't.
You're welcome.
Local folklore says the Jersey Devil has bat wings, a goat's head, and a forked tail.
Sound
You
like
can
my
sometimes
ex-wife.
see it flying around the Pine Barrens of New Jersey.
The only thing scarier in New Jersey to drive is, you ever see them on a turnpike trying to wrangle a left turn out of a jug handle?
All right, that's enough.
I'm gonna light it up today.
The most documented appearance of the New Jersey Devil was January 1909. Hundreds of residents across multiple counties reported seeing it. The wave of sightings transformed the local legend into national news. The creature was described the same way by many witnesses.
Yeah, I like
It had
the
wings like a
podcast,
bat,
man. It was awesome.
a head like a horse or a goat, and walked on 2 legs. From the side, its face was like a kangaroo, a long neck and eyes that were described as glowing red orbs. Several people said they smelled sulfur. It was awkward looking, but fast and agile. It could launch itself straight up into the air and take flight. There were even hoof prints in the snow. The prints would suddenly disappear as if it jumped into the air. It was a big deal in the area. Schools were closed. Factory workers refused to work nights. Police officers, politicians, businessmen, they all filed reports. The Philadelphia Zoo offered a reward to anyone who could catch it. Multiple newspapers, including the New York Times, covered the incidents. Law enforcement records showed consistent physical evidence at multiple locations. Witness reports flooded in from Burlington, Gloucester, and Salem counties. A Burlington hunter reported being attacked and clawed by the creature. In Woodbury, a group of boys threw rocks at it, which caused it to screech and flap away.
Really?
Modern analysis gives a clue why this area might be home to the devil.
Throw some rocks at it.
The New Jersey
I know,
Pine
right?
Barrens sit on top of one of the largest aquifer systems in the country, more than 17 trillion gallons of water. Recent studies revealed extensive cave networks threading through the aquifer system. Geologists say these caves shouldn't exist in this type of sedimentary rock. During the 1909 sightings, there were also electrical anomalies reported. Telegraph equipment behaved erratically. Messages were garbled with strange sequences of numbers. When modern cryptographers analyzed these sequences in 2018, they found a pattern, one that matched electrical wavelengths now being recorded by the USGS. In 1909, police reports documented footprints in the snow, cloven hooves that started and stopped impossibly, as if the creature just vanished. They even took plaster molds of the tracks. The Jersey Devil moved with an unusual gait unlike any other animal on record.
Wait a minute.
In 2021,
Right,
the
right,
Wait a
Philip-
minute. Wait a minute. Let me go back here. This supposed to be the footprints of that Jersey Devil?
I guess so.
Didn't they say that the footprints look like hooves? Not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there something different here?
The hooves look like it's wearing horseshoes too.
Yeah. This one looked like pitchfork. I don't know what the hell is that, man. I mean,
Yeah, that's a claw. That's a claw foot.
that's weird. And this is supposed to be the footprint of the Jersey Devil. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the other images are just stock images, and they're
Probably okay, but they should at least show a horseshoe or something, not this crap here. Oh well.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
a long way
But
from
it
hood.
does. What does it say there? Does it say Jersey? I don't know.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
probably Jersey Devil, something like that. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like that. Yeah.
Oh well. Okay. I mean, it's all right.
with an unusual gait unlike any other animal on record. In 2021, the Philadelphia Police Department finally released their complete files.
A demon
from
dragon,
1909.
yeah.
Among them was a sealed report about the plaster casts. Modern analysis revealed rare minerals in the prints that don't exist in surface soil. They only exist in deep cave systems, thousands of feet underground. They finally discovered the lair of the New Jersey Devil.
Ads.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
That looks cool, but goodbye.
On September 12th, 1952, 7 people in Flatwoods, West Virginia saw something that changed their lives and the town forever.
Right?
Witnesses included
yeah.
Kathleen May and Eugene Lemon serving in the National Guard. Their encounter would become part of Project Blue Book, the Air Force's official UFO investigation program. The entity they described was at least 10 feet tall. It hovered above the ground in a column of mist with glowing orange eyes. Its body appeared both mechanical and organic. A metallic, dark pleated skirt-like structure tapered to a point. Most distinctive was its head. People said it was shaped like an ace of spades, and it had small claws on its sides. It emitted
Looked like
a
a maple
nauseating
leaf to
metallic
me.
odor that made witnesses violently ill. There was physical evidence as well. 7 witnesses suffered nausea and throat irritation lasting several days. Ground analysis revealed an unusual oily residue at the site, and military investigators said radiation in the area was twice the normal level. The Air Force had an official explanation. It was an owl perched on a branch.
Now, what about the physical evidence?
Oh, they
Sorry to
ignored it.
hear that.
No, they didn't. They just
E.T.,
didn't
what's
tell
up, my
anyone.
brother?
That's probably true.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
That night, dozens of people across 4 counties reported similar lights in the sky. Local radio stations complained about widespread electrical
I'm sorry,
interference.
man.
Military radar tracked an unknown object, moving at over
I know that's a
13,000
family
miles
member.
per hour before stopping over Flatwoods. Project Blue Book investigators arrived almost immediately.
Yes, they are. Yeah,
The
it is,
report
bro.
was declassified in 1975. The electrical readings at the site matched no known pattern, but the radiation signature did match other locations, readings
Yeah, I see
taken
that
in
you
New
say
Jersey
that.
and
Yeah,
later
76.
Oklahoma. Recent
Flatwood-
geological
Flatwood
studies
monster.
revealed why the creature may have appeared in Flatwoods. It's the same story. The location is the intersection of 3 underground rivers. This creates electrical conditions like those found in the Pine Barrens, and according to the USGS data, that
Yeah,
energy
that's
is getting
wrong.
stronger.
See that.
When the reports from
Man,
1952
that's
were
tough.
reanalyzed,
Man,
they
I'm
found
sorry,
that
dude.
precise geographic coordinates of sightings happened near the electrical disturbances. And the highest energy readings matched the most vivid accounts of the Flatwoods monster. Now, based on the locations of the reports, the creature seemed to be leading people somewhere, and it turned out that that place was the entrance of an underground cave system.
So they could pay rent.
For generations, the tribes living deep in the Congo have told stories about a monster living in the swamp. According to legend, it's a massive creature with a long neck, tiny head, and powerful tail, and it leaves behind huge footprints. They call it Mkeli Bembe. Why?
It's fun to say. Go ahead, try it.
Can we just get through?
It feels good in the mouth.
That's what she said.
Oh, here he is. I was wondering when you'd wake up.
Mkeli Bembe has brownish-green, scaly reptilian skin and 3 huge claws on each foot. The locals were describing a sauropod, a dinosaur. But this was before the first dinosaur was discovered. For centuries, these were just local stories and nothing more. But that changed when Western explorers started reporting their own terrifying encounters with Mkeli Bembe. In 1913, German explorer Captain Ludwig von Stein led an expedition near Lake Tele. He was searching for a race of dwarves rumored to be living in the area. What he found instead were enormous footprints over 3 feet long. They showed signs of a massive body being dragged. Local guides weren't surprised at all. They said the tracks belonged to Mkeli Bembe. More sightings emerged over the following years. In 1919, American missionary Eugene Thomas reported a dinosaur-like creature crossing the Jaw River. In 1932, famous cryptozoologist Ivan Sanderson was charged by a huge animal during an expedition.
Did you see?
He described it as a reptilian beast about 6 feet high.
What? Look.
The scientific community remained skeptical until the 1980s. Dr. Roy Mackle's team uncovered a fresh set of 3-foot-long footprints near Lake Tele. They could only have been left by an extremely large, heavy bipedal reptile. In other words, a dinosaur. In 1992, a Japanese film crew captured footage of a large creature swimming across the lake.
A Japanese expedition traveled to remote Lake Tele, in the heart of the Congo forest. We're looking for a dinosaur, a long-lost leftover from the Cretaceous period.
Well, did you keep the
Even
freaking
claimed
camera
to have
straight?
seen
I know what the heck I'm looking at there.
plesiosaur-like creatures swimming in the waters of the lake.
Other witnesses have come forward over the years with similar reports. In 2003, a group of miners claimed to have seen a rhino-sized creature with a long tail and small head drinking from a river. Locals reported a dinosaur attacked their crops in 2021. All these sightings occurred in the same area, directly above one of the sprawling underground tunnel systems identified by the USGS, and all are electrical hotspots. In 2016, researchers from National Geographic were exploring those caves. Carved into the walls were a series of ancient illustrations. They depicted Mkeli Bembe, small head, large body, and the artwork dated back over 20,000 years. When first discovered, researchers assumed the drawings were fiction. Now it seemed like whoever lived in those caves all those years ago was writing down history.
That make it sound
Weight
more
loss by
interesting
Hims
when they go.
includes personalized treatment plans with options like GLP-1 injections.
Okay. Love it.
In eastern Oklahoma, for years, something has been stalking the dense forests. Locals call it the Adair Beast or the Oklahoma Bigfoot. It's a massive creature, covered in hair. It walks upright like a man, but its footprints are definitely not human.
Must be mine.
The earliest reported sightings date back to the 1970s around Siloam Springs. Delbert and Ernestine Harris were driving home one night when a huge hairy beast crossed the road directly in front of them. It was at least 8 feet tall with an overpowering stench like a skunk. In August 1971, Adair County Sheriff saw a creature he couldn't explain. It stood over 8 feet tall, its body covered in dark reddish-brown hair.
Wait a minute.
Witnesses described a face that looked like a cross between an ape and a dog, or an ape and a wolf. It has long, powerful arms and hands with claws.
Whoa, it sounds like a crab kid.
No, I think
It
it's...
has the body of a crab and the face of a cat.
I know what...
Feed a crab cat!
Its eyes are amber-colored and reflect light like a predator's.
Feed the crab cat.
But the witnesses say behind those eyes is an unsettling intelligence. Multiple police officers encountered the 8-air beast that summer. They said it moved much too quickly for its size. A deputy tracked it through creek bottom. It left behind and footprints 17 inches long with distinct claw marks.
You had the
The
baby
pattern
on there?
showed it wasn't wandering aimlessly. Today, police officers encountered the 8-air beast that much too quickly for its size. A deputy tracked it through creek bottom. 17 inches long.
Ruler.
Looks like a backpack to me.
They probably were in the jungle and they saw it in the back or something.
So my question is this the footage from the same story?
He's telling we'll find out today.
Wasn't wandering aimlessly. It was being followed by something big and growling when they were driving home. When they finally got home, they found a series of 14-inch footprints leading up to the front door. I don't know if anything was found inside. I can't find what happened to them. I'm sure they're fine. All these incidents occurred directly above the underground electrical hotspot identified in the USGS reports. The area has the same cave networks found at the other cryptid sites. A local rancher captured the creature on film in 1971. 8 seconds of footage that still defies explanation. Analysis confirmed the subject's height is exactly 8 foot 3 inches. But the footage showed something else.
This is supposed to be the footage?
It looks like it, yeah.
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 Man, I really hate. Man, what year was this? Because the freaking camera sucks.
Yeah.
What they use as a scale to measure it for 8 foot and 3 inches.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
man, it's just I don't know, man. This is why it's so hard for me to believe these things. It's really hard for me to believe these things and none of the freaking Bigfoot videos or UFO videos are clear.
They're
None of
always
it.
blurry. Yeah.
70s, 80s, I get it. At least run up to it, kill die by the beast, but you have a good picture of it,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Take one for the team, ain't bad.
Yeah, so somebody will find that camera.
Yeah.
I died, but I got a good picture of it. All that.
It was examining the ground in a grid pattern that matched the underground geometric formations. In 1971, no one knew about the underground water system or the cave networks beneath Adair County. When they were finally discovered in 1982, the readings were identical to the other 3 locations.
Excuse me.
When researchers mapped sightings against the electrical anomalies, they formed a perfect pentagon, with each point corresponding to a deep tunnel in the cave system.
Man, that's a cool looking
The local
cave.
sheriff's final report included one chilling detail. Deep in those caves, they found claw marks in solid granite. Chemical analysis confirmed the rock was 300 million years old, but the claw marks, they were fresh.
This game looks boring.
Four locations, 4 creatures. For over 100 years, there have been sightings of the Jersey Devil, Flatwoods Monster, Mkele Bembe, and the Adair Beast. Today, we covered a theory that the sightings weren't isolated events. They were connected, tied to locations that hide vast underground tunnel systems and unusual electric phenomena. But is it true? Well, hard evidence is tricky. There is hard evidence of all 4 of these, but is it definitely evidence of a cryptid? Well, we don't know. Skeptics say the Adair Beast footprints are a hoax. But that part of Oklahoma is a Bigfoot sighting hotspot. There's been so many reports that for the past 16 years, Honobia, Oklahoma has hosted an annual Bigfoot festival. Now, I don't know if these people have seen a Bigfoot, but I believe that they've seen something.
True.
The Jersey Devil has been seen by thousands of people. over 1,000 in January 1909 over the course of just a few days. But the story has a few problems.
They just saw.
First, there's no record of the Deborah Leeds or her
Devil.
13 children, but I didn't expect there to be. But Daniel Leeds was a local politician in the early 18th century. He was so unpopular that locals called him the Devil. In fact, the Jersey Devil creature was first known as the Leeds Devil. The 13th child legend emerged from around that, but the truth is, this was political name-calling that stuck.
300 years before Trump did it.
Yep. It was so effective that Daniel Leeds left the country. In 1909, thousands of people did see the Jersey Devil, but what they saw was proven to be a hoax. It was a live kangaroo that had wings attached to it with a harness.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. Look, it got boobs. That's a female Jersey Devil.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
we know. Yeah.
It was a live kangaroo that had wings attached to it with a harness.
Yeah, and the people fell for this.
Well, people believe what they want to believe. I'll prove it. Look, are alien abductions real?
Of course they are.
See?
But the hooves! The hooves!
Now, to be fair, there were prints in the snow.
Yeah!
What they never tell you is they were tiny, maybe an inch or two wide.
Ah.
Lots of birds in the area have prints just like them. And of course, birds can fly. Still, there are official reports of people being terrorized by something in South Jersey.
Yeah, the drivers.
You did that joke already.
Ah, sorry. I lost my place in the script. Can we pick it up from
Kelly Bembe. Would you stop that?
Come on, we can get a new T-shirt out of this.
Yeah, it's not worth it. That footage from 1992 is real, but it's up for interpretation. Without being prompted, most people don't see a dinosaur. I didn't. They see a canoe. Just like the Loch Ness Monster.
Huh.
There's that footage of it that looks pretty compelling until you realize you're looking at a boat. Even if Kelly Bembe is real, it's not going to be a water-based sauropod. They didn't stay submerged that long. They breathed air. The ancient legend of Kelly Bembe can be traced back to the early 20th century. Captain Ludwig Ver von Stein. He's the first person to document the story. And he was repeating local folklore. But even he said he didn't believe the story. Kelly Bembe took off in 1907 when actual giant dinosaur bones were found in the area. Finally, the Flatwoods Monster. To me, this is the weirdest one. It's classified as a cryptid, but technically it started out as a UFO sighting. Just after 7 p.m., a light streaked across the sky. A few boys were playing football outside. They called for help and chased it. 8 or 9 people followed it over a hill, and they were trapped in a mist that smelled like sulfur. Then they saw the creature hovering near a tree. Now, the group was terrified. They ran to the sheriff, who was already out investigating a plane crash.
Oh, wait, so this thing was a plane?
Probably not. There was no wreckage. The creature was gone. All that was left was the smell and something oily in the grass. Now, later we learned that one of the witnesses drove his truck over the area, which would explain the oil and the tracks. And there are sulfur springs in the area, which could explain the smell. But there still isn't a full and reasonable explanation for any of this. Whatever was in the sky, it was important enough for the Air Force to send investigators. Now, the theory about aquifers and electrical energy is interesting. Aquifers do create energy. We covered this a few times. We go into detail in the episode about the pyramid power plant theory.
Link the Tesla pyramid down in your pickle barrel.
Connecting the 4 cryptids together is a stretch. The cave systems are there. The aquifers are mostly there. There might be a pattern, though I don't see it. According to believers, the electrical readings at these sites produce numeric sequences that shouldn't be possible in nature. The implication being they're being generated by advanced technology. Okay, I love the theory, but I don't see the pattern. Another theory is that these beings are extra-dimensional. They slip into our world through cracks in reality created by the electrical anomalies. This would explain their prehistoric origins and how they appear and disappear without a trace. It kind of reminds me of the little spaces and the back rooms. That's still one of my favorite episodes.
Back room link down in your lunchbox.
So that's a thing now, huh?
Just giving the people what they want.
So we can rationalize footprints as hoaxes or pareidolia. We know most of the videos and photos are fake. This is true with just about every cryptid story. That's why I don't like them. But when I stumbled upon the electrical connection theory, I became interested. That's the kind of theory that keeps me coming back because it's scientifically grounded. Electrical pun not intended. But it's a stretch to connect cryptids to electromagnetism. But that's only for now. Connecting space and time and electromagnetism wasn't a thing 150 years ago, but general relativity says that any form of energy can cause space-time to curve. Extra dimensions also might be physically proven one day. The math works. As science progresses, we'll find more and more connections to things that were once considered supernatural. And who knows, maybe someday someone will invent a machine that can pierce through our reality and show us another reality, invisible yet right in front of us. This device would be like X-ray vision, but for other dimensions. And wouldn't it be fun if we turned on that machine, looked through the lens, and there was a family of 8-foot-tall hairy humanoids staring back at us? Without missing a beat, one of them stares at the camera and says, "We've been here the whole time."
Listen. Bigfoot, little Bigfoot. And
Sing it, Maddie.
That cannot be over, right? That's not over? No, it's not over.
Thanks so much for hanging out today. My name is AJ. There's Hecklefish. This has been the Y Files. If fun or learn anything, do them a favor, subscribe, comment, like, share. That stuff really helps out the channel. And like most topics we cover on the channel, today's was recommended by you.
Cool. That was cool, man. I mean, you know, at least he breaks things down. That's what I like about him. He breaks things down. I mean, he even admits that he don't even like cryptid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, I like this guy. I mean, he breaks things down. He just makes things like make sense to me.
Sure,
it just makes sense to me. You know.
Yeah, Cheryl likes to fish.
Oh yeah.
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 Although that was a trip though, because that guy he said that the Jersey Devil had hooves, and that guy showed some kind of what Drake said. I think it was Drake, like a dragon footprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. Let me see something right here.
Yeah, those are some weird looking hooves.
Yeah.
Right.
Wearing horseshoes, like you said.
Yeah, with the hooves, like he's wearing horseshoes.
That's the one we were watching. Okay. Trying to look for something a little bit more interesting. You guys want to see another video, or should I call it a day? What do you guys think?
How long is the video?
I'm game for it.
This one is about half hour, 33, 36 seconds.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
This one is actually another cryptid. Cryptid Volume 3. The Atlantic Cover-Up. Predator Beneath the Ice. Damn.
A lot Florida.
Let's see that.
Yeah, so many animals.
Hold on. Don't say nothing right there, dude. There you go. Another? Yeah? Okay. There are so many animals that have hooves. Yeah, true. You could take my wife for an instance. You know, she has hooves. No, I'm just kidding. My wife. No, don't tell my wife that. Don't tell my wife. Kill me.
You'll be sleeping on the couch tonight.
I meant my ex-wife. Man, Jessie would kill me. She would literally kill me. Oh man. Here we go. Oh man, that's messed up.
She's
Yeah.
gonna watch. She's gonna
This
watch.
episode of the Raw
1999.
Files is brought to you by PBS Debt. The Russian
Start
team
hitting you
at
when
Lake
you're
Vostok
sleeping.
in Antarctica drilled through 2 miles of ice. They were inches away from hitting water that hadn't seen sunlight in 20 million years. Then communications went dark.
I'm just lucky she
5
really
days
don't
later,
like
2
my
scientists
videos
were
anyway.
dead.
I show
The
her
official
own
report
stuff,
said
so I'm
hypothermia.
good.
A witness statement tells a different story. No country owns Antarctica, but you need permission to visit. You're restricted to designated areas, and you must have a government-approved escort.
Really?
They say these rules are to protect the environment, but people who've been there know better. These rules are there to protect something else, something dangerous. At the bottom of the world, there are monsters, and we created them.
Yeah, she would. She would sell my Batman stuff behind my back.
All right, cut. That was terrible. Everybody back to one.
If Daddy happens just to
Human,
go offline,
Here
we
I
all
am,
know
you
what
called
happened.
me.
yeah. Where do you
Oh,
keep
yeah.
your TV makeup kit?
Makeup? What do you need that for?
Contouring for crab cat standing. That jerk doesn't sparkle on camera like I do.
On camera? You're making a movie?
Not just a movie, the movie. I'm the writer, director, producer, and the star. Hey, it's got everything. Explosions, stunts, and a climactic showdown. It's gonna crush the summer box office.
This guy's pretty
This
good.
actually
with the
sounds
AI.
pretty good.
Well, yeah, except craft services are behind schedule. Wardrobe ran out of sequins. Gertie's humps are sore from shuttling the crew. And your bedroom is not a casting office. I'm gonna owe you some new sheets, by the way. And the guy playing Crab Cat, he keeps pinching the extras with his claws.
My house is base camp? Of course it is. Who's paying for this anyway?
Well, I kind of blew through my savings and cashed in my fish coin. The production's floating on my credit cards, but they're almost maxed out. Human, could you give me some bread, some dough, some clams, 100 grand maybe?
Absolutely not. You need help.
What I need is an Academy Award. But sure, I'll take whatever help I can get.
Why don't you call PDS Debt?
Oh, did you just greenlight today's sponsor?
I sure did.
Crab cat.
Feeling buried under debt, it's like your money is working harder for your lenders than it is for you. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. PDS Debt has customized options
I
for
had the
anyone
money so I could
struggling
have
with
that
credit
kind of problem.
cards, personal loans, collections, even medical bills. They strive to understand your specific scenario and help provide alternative solutions to becoming debt-free. PDS Debt is here to help you pay off.
Well, technically, that was more of a controlled detonation. Where's that PA? I need someone to write this down. Less boom, more brilliance. And where's my mochaccino?
It's what?
Mochaccino.
Mochaccino?
Oh boy.
A single image appeared on 4chan's paranormal board in February 2021. A user was scanning the Antarctic wasteland on Google Maps when they found something strange.
Yeah, 4chan always brings the good stuff.
A massive spider-like creature clearly visible against the ice and snow. Nothing could survive there, not for millions of years, but something does.
I told you, the good stuff.
The good stuff.
Then, son of Ant Anon logged on. Everyone
You
called
probably
him
smoking
Anton.
the good stuff to
His
see
father,
something
Joe,
like
was a
that.
Navy lieutenant and a doctor. He served at McMurdo Station in the 1990s, and Joe knew exactly what that creature was. People were skeptical until Anton posted photos. His father's patches from Antarctic Development Squadron 6, military commendations on an Antarctica-shaped plaque. Everything checked out. Joe was the type who asked questions. At McMurdo, they showed him the no-go zones. Most of Antarctica is restricted by international treaties, but there is one zone about 30 miles east of the base that even military expeditions avoided. When Joe asked about it, they said it was classified. Anton posted the coordinates. When you check them on Google Earth today, the entire area is blurred.
What is
Another
that, like
user
Area
found
52?
something else in the area, a gray monolith. Soon that image was censored. On Joe's first night at McMurdo, there was an incident. 7 soldiers burst through the infirmary's door. They wore snow camo, but no insignia, no unit patches. SFODA, he figured. There were lots of special forces at McMurdo. The soldier they carried in was a mess. His white Gore-Tex parka was shredded. Steam rose from cuts, too precise for any animal. Razor-thin lines that went straight to the bone. The bleeding wouldn't stop. The injured soldier was screaming.
We let them loose! They were frozen and we let them loose!
Joe needed to know what caused these injuries. He scanned each soldier's face looking for the leader. He asked, "What did you let loose?" He heard a familiar click behind him. He turned around. A gun was in his face.
No, we're
Gun with his
quiet.
face. Sound like the movie.
In the early 2000s, a Japanese vessel
Yeah,
patrolling
Thing.
Antarctic water
Yeah.
spotted something unusual. At first, they thought it was an iceberg, a featureless white mass floating on the surface. Then it moved. As the ship approached, they realized it was alive. It was 60
I
feet
heard
long
about
with
this one.
smooth white skin. Some crew members saw limbs, arms, hands, even fingers. Others reported a tail like a mermaid.
Yeah, a tail like a mermaid and smooth white skin, huh? I think I dated her in Atlantic City.
You didn't.
Because of that broad, I'm still not allowed at the Harris.
Can I get back to work here?
Who hits on 18 against a 6?
Was it a soft 18?
Don't you dare.
All reports agreed on one detail. Its eyes were large, round, and black, and they looked almost human. They weren't the first to see it, or the last. They have a name for it. Ninyan, the Japanese word for human. The crews who encountered the Ninyan never felt threatened. It just watched them floating silently in the darkness. These veteran sailors knew every whale, seal, and fish species in the area. This was something new. The pattern was always the same. First, a disturbance in the water. Then a pale form rises to the surface, almost invisible against the ice. The creature observes the ships for a few minutes, then disappears silently underwater. In 2007, a Japanese magazine brought the Ninyan to the mainstream. It published a blurry satellite image showing something enormous moving in Antarctic waters. People began searching Google Earth for evidence. They found coordinates showing shadowy white figures beneath the surface near the Antarctic coast. The shapes were too large to be whales, too defined to be icebergs. A few days later, the images vanished. Cryptozoologists believe the Ninyan represents evidence of intelligent life in Earth's oceans, a species that evolved alongside us but remained hidden in the deep cold water. Others have a more disturbing theory. Its humanoid features are proof of genetic experimentation. Secret research facilities in Antarctica spliced whale DNA with humans and created the Ninyan.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, whales are peaceful. But what would happen if scientists altered the DNA of something more dangerous?
Can you imagine? Do you know this? I mean, have you ever guys haven't seen that movie? The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
That sounds like it. If you're gonna cross DNA with animals, and it comes out like that, that's crazy. If that's real, that would be crazy. I'll tell them, hey, you know what? Let me get the lion DNA. You know, give me a lion DNA.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, or give me one of those. Give me a bat DNA. Without the fangs and the ugly face, you know, just give me the wings, you know, I'll be all right. I mean, I already got the ugly face, but still, you know.
Oh my goodness.
The injured soldier wouldn't stop screaming, so the others gagged him. Joe stared down the barrel of a .45 caliber M1911. The man holding it said, "Treat him, no questions." Joe got to work. The kid was losing blood fast. The soldier kept the gun trained on him for a few seconds, making a point. Joe grabbed a trauma kit and asked, "Army?" The guy nodded. "Captain Jones, 10th SFG. Joe knew the 10th Special Forces Group. Green Berets trained for cold weather combat. Jones holstered his weapon. Joe glanced at it and said, "No Beretta?" Jones shook his head. "Not enough stopping power." Joe wanted to ask, but anger flashed across Jones's face. Joe just said, "I'll take care of your boy, Captain." And Jones relaxed, then nodded toward the door. His men filed out. Jones said, "Thanks, Doc. You'll be seeing a lot of me." And he was right. Day after day, bodies arrived with devastating injuries. These weren't tears or gashes. They were incisions, perfectly straight lines that went bone deep. Joe had seen bear attacks, shark bites, industrial accidents, but this was different. This was butchery. In every case, the base commander ordered the same cause of death: hypothermia, even when the body was still warm. But Joe's most disturbing experience happened during a storm. He was driving with another officer when they hit something big and heavy. Joe hopped out to check the damage, but his partner started screaming for him to get back in the truck. Joe ignored him and looked under the mangled front end. At that moment, the no-go zones, the secrecy, the injuries, everything made sense.
Okay.
Wow.
Remember, everything makes sense. Not to me. The mystery. What did they hit, though?
The leg under the truck was bone white and spindly. Not quite flesh, but not quite exoskeleton. He couldn't see the whole creature, but it had to be enormous. The leg alone stretched 7 or 8 feet and was strong enough to crush the steel of the truck. It twitched once, then disappeared into the storm. A few days later, he'd learned what was filling his infirmary with bodies. Joe found a journal hidden in one victim's coat.
It was like one of those, like, ice spider
of large white predators that could cross Antarctica's terrain in massive 50 to 60-foot leaps. The researchers called them
like an
striders.
ice spider. Look at that.
Joe became
That's a Harry
obsessed
Potter.
and started breaking
The Harry
into
Potter
offices at
spider.
night. He found classified files about winter operations at a facility in the no-go zone east of the base. Equipment. But it was really a requisition for ammunition. Thousands of rounds of tungsten core penetrators. Not exactly standard issue. Whenever a soldier showed up with an injury, Joe would ask what happened, but nobody would talk. It was always a training accident. The base commander realized Joe was a security risk. He was notified he'd be shipping out within the week. 3 days before leaving McMurdo, in the middle of the night, Joe was shaken awake. It was Captain Jones. He said, "Doc, we need to talk." Joe started to tell him to sleep it off. Then he felt something heavy land on his chest. It was a piece of a strider's leg. Joe immediately started to panic. Jones put his hand over Joe's mouth. As Joe's eyes adjusted to the darkness, he saw Jones was covered in blood. He couldn't tell whose. Jones said he just returned from a mission. He needed to tell him about it. After months of trying to find the truth, Joe wasn't sure he wanted to know anymore. But Captain Jones was going to tell him anyway.
That way he could feed him to the spider.
Lake Vostok lies 2 miles beneath Antarctic ice. It hasn't seen sunlight in 20 million years. The Russians spent decades drilling toward it. In 2012, they broke through. Then everything went dark.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Not now.
Sorry.
For 5 days, nothing. No radio contact, no signals, just silence. When communications returned, 2 scientists were dead. The official cause? Hypothermia. But Dr. Anton Padalka's classified report tells a different story. The team found something in Lake Vostok that evolved in complete isolation for millions of years. They called it Organism 46B. The creature stretched over 30 feet long and looked like a giant octopus.
No, did it have testicles?
Tentacles.
What'd I say?
Yes, it had tentacles, but instead of 8, it had 14.
Oh, so a tetradecapus. You see what I did there?
Its skin was almost transparent, perfect camouflage in the darkness. But its most terrifying feature wasn't its size, it was its intelligence. The first diver was 10 feet from the creature when it released a toxin into the water. He was instantly paralyzed.
He tread water, wearing blissful smile as organism approached him. We watched helplessly as it used its arms to tear off its head, then popped its remains in mouth. It's like it had hypnotized him telepathically.
The second death was worse. The creature could shapeshift.
Shape itself into form of human diver. We thought it was one. By the time the closest scientist realized what it was, it had grabbed him and torn him to bits.
The research team captured it temporarily, but like everything else connected to Lake Vostok, organism 46B vanished. Russia's official statement mentioned only bacteria. Then they restricted all access to the lake. The original drilling site was abandoned. Armed guards now patrol the area. In 2017, genetic researchers analyzed water samples from Lake Vostok. They found DNA sequences suggesting intelligence far beyond any known cephalopod. Then everything disappeared. The samples, the data, the reports. According to official records, the research never happened. What made organism 46B so important that it had to be kept secret? Dr. Padalka's final report gives a clue. During its brief captivity, organism 46B figured out how to disable security systems. It understood cameras and lights.
This wasn't just ancient predator. This was something else. Something that had evolved in complete isolation, developing abilities we can't comprehend. The shapeshifting, the toxins, the intelligence. These weren't just survival adaptations. They were weapons.
It sounds,
The lake remains under constant surveillance. Military vessels patrol its perimeter. Satellite images are scrubbed. For a lake with nothing but bacteria, there's a lot of effort being made to keep people out. Or keep something in.
pretty interesting.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want.
That game looks interesting.
Jones' team was ordered to secure a facility deep in the no-go zone. They loaded up for war. Heavy weapons, body armor, an M134 minigun that could fire 4,000 rounds per minute. They weren't taking any chances.
That's a Gatling gun.
The entrance looked normal, just another research building in the middle of nowhere. That was the point. What was underneath wasn't normal at all. The first body they found was face down in a hallway. These weren't slash marks. These were surgical cuts, clean and deliberate. Then they heard skittering. Something moved in the shadows. Before anyone could react, it lunged. A strider the size of a large dog. The soldiers opened fire,
That's a
but it was
scary ass
already
monster
on
right there.
The thing didn't just attack.
Look
It
at that.
dissected with perfect cuts. Henderson was still conscious and screaming when the strider peeled his face off. 11 men became 10.
It is awesome, right?
Large striders were dangerous, but at least you can see them coming. The small ones were the problem. Not much bigger than house cats, they moved in packs through the vents. They could climb, they could jump. The team learned to watch the ceiling after finding Mitchell. He'd been dragged down a hallway and into an office. His legs were still twitching while the striders went to work. 10 men became 9.
Damn.
It took 18 hours to clear the facility. In the basement, they found a lab the size of an airplane hangar. There were cages of all sizes. Most were broken open and empty. Bodies were everywhere. Blood trails led to the vents. The largest cage held a strider nearly 40 feet tall. Then they realized this was a breeding facility, and something went very, very wrong. But what they found in the next room is what broke them. 2 medium-sized striders in a cage feeding on something. Jones' team moved closer. The air smelled sweet and tasted metallic. This cage wasn't broken. It was fully intact, with a chute for dropping in food. The striders were loud and violent as they tore through their meal. Then they saw small shoes, a tiny backpack. One of the men vomited. The striders were eating children.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
They were eating children?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Documents scattered across the facility told a dark story. This was a joint operation between America, Chile, and China. They were breeding striders, trying to control them. They spliced genes to make the creatures more aggressive. They were also trying to make them more obedient.
Yeah, sounds like they got it half right.
These were apex predators millions of years ago, frozen in the ice until scientists woke them up. But it gets worse.
It always gets worse.
Behind the testing labs, a bullet train terminal. Tunnels stretched beneath the ocean floor to cities all over the world. Hong Kong, New York, Melbourne, London. The trains used magnetic levitation technology decades ahead of its time. Lab notes mentioned delivery schedules, regular shipments from major cities. The striders were being conditioned to hunt specific targets. The shipments were people, mostly children. This was the largest human trafficking operation in the world. After his father died, Anton found his old computer, an Apple IIe from McMurdo. The hard drives contained everything: DNA sequences, facility layouts, shipping manifests. All the evidence was there, but he needed help recovering the data. Users warned him to leave the drives alone. Some gave advice on not how to recover the drives, on how to destroy them. Others just said, run. Anton never posted again. The Google Earth image that started it all has been scrubbed. The coordinates show only ice and snow. But beneath the surface, the network still operates. What was once confined to Antarctica now has access to every continent on Earth.
I would run to Cheryl and Buck's house.
Well, yeah, come on over.
Antarctica is Earth's true last frontier. No country owns it.
That's what the lizard people want you to think. They own everything below sea level.
Inside the CIA.
In 1947, Admiral Richard E. Byrd led Operation High Jump, one of the largest Antarctic expeditions in history. They loaded up with enough firepower to start a war.
Operation High Jump, link down and you lose papoose.
The expedition ended early, very early. During World War II, the Nazis launched Operation Neuschwabenland. Rumors spread about discoveries beneath the ice, underground caverns, ancient ruins, evidence of something that predates humanity. We know high-ranking German officials fled to South America after the war.
Link to Operation Eagle Flight down in your Kickstosa.
Kickstosa?
Jawohl.
Most Nazis fled to Argentina. Others, according to theories, escaped to a hidden base beneath Antarctica. The U.S. government took this theory seriously. In 1959, they locked down the entire continent. The Antarctic Treaty banned military presence, private exploration, unauthorized access. And it's true that some coordinates are censored. That's what allowed the Strider legend to start. Google does scrub images. I had to clean up Anton's posts to make them coherent. I tried not to add too much, but Anton typed like a typical 4chan user, all lowercase, no punctuation, random slurs for some reason. Anton's military patches and documents seem compelling, but those are easy to fake. But the underground bullet train network stretching across continents, that's impossible. Subs can't go that deep. No hollow tunnel could survive that pressure. I couldn't help but notice a lot of his story mirrors The Thing.
Yeah, very underrated movie. Kurt Russell in the 80s is gold.
I agree. I can't say for sure that Anton's story is fake, but he was probably riffing on The Thing. He got some things right, though. McMurdo Station has restricted areas. Military personnel conduct classified operations there. The no-go zones are real. Others are beluga whales, and round humanoid faces aren't that big. but called Nino, which means human fish, cephalopod.
Tetradecapus.
That one is pure fiction. The story comes from a post that hasn't been exposed for about 20 minutes. That's fertile ground for an urban legend to be born. So one was.
It's actually our second one.
These three stories don't hold up. Those are real. UFO sightings, strange lights in the sky, unexplained crashes, structures with entrances under the Australia. It's much bigger than the United States, yet only a tiny fraction is open to the public. You can visit if you're from a signatory country and can get a permit. Good luck with that. Most of the continent is specially protected or specially managed. You need another permit for those areas. You won't get one. Antarctica is one of Earth's most restricted places. Maybe that's for a reason. We're told the rules are there to protect the environment, but until we can see for ourselves, we'll always wonder if they're protecting something else. I don't believe in these cryptids, but doing this show has made me believe other things. Crop circles are real. The moon is weird, and there's something under the ice at the bottom of the world. I don't know why, but I have a very strong feeling that whatever it is, we should probably leave it alone.
Yes.
You deserve great health care. That's why we created Weight Loss by Hims. 100% online access.
I need that. I need to lose weight. That's it.
Thank you so much for hanging out today. My name is AJ. There's Hecklefish.
Steve.
Awesome. That was cool, you know. I like him. He breaks it down, man. He breaks it down. I mean, at least he tells you, you know, he don't believe in this stuff.
Right.
But he does believe that something is going on down there. And he's right, man. Don't bother it. Don't even try to discover it. You don't know what might happen, you know?
Yeah, don't make it mad.
Of course not. I mean, I don't make my wife mad. She beats me up.
That's exactly right.
No.
That's exactly right.
I you know what, Buck, man? I gotta send you some prayers because I know Cheryl beat you up, man. I know she's abusive, you know.
I'll keep him in line.
Right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I could see that you have a paper in front of him and he's reading it saying, don't say nothing stupid or I'll bust you up, you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I feel your pain. Is that true, Cheryl?
No.
I kind of believe him, you know. I kind of believe him.
No.
That's the truth.
Yes, he's great and with the homework thing. Or we show any other cryptid. The videos are not clear.
Yeah.
Never.
I mean, it really I say it again. It's really hard for me to believe those things because the videos are not cleared. I mean, if Bigfoot is real, right? And I said this before. If Bigfoot was real, wouldn't you think? I mean, even though they're talking about either he's a time traveler or he's a what they call that, like between realms or whatnot. But I feel like if he was real, they gotta find some kind of like bones evidence, you know?
Yeah, there'd be a body somewhere.
Yeah, there gotta be something there. I mean, look at dinosaurs. They find dinosaur bones all the time. You know, I mean, it's I just don't get it. I don't believe in that stuff. But anyway, we just came up to our second video, the last video we're gonna show today. I hope you guys loved it. Do you guys love this guy? This guy's awesome.
I like it.
Yeah, so
it sure is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Sean and I we're gonna go to HorrorCon. Which is one of our favorite events. And yeah, we'll get to check out all the cool stuff they made, you know, like dolls or haunted stuff, you know, whatever scary crap they got for Halloween, which you know, and let me tell you, they got some cool stuff in these events and stuff.
Are y'all gonna go live?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. Maybe Sean. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Show I'd probably now, but I'd just be doing filming. But that's what we're doing live tomorrow night. So
yeah. But yeah, I am going live tomorrow night. But tomorrow night we're gonna go back to the realm of the paranormal. Yeah, we're gonna check out some ghosty woosty, you know, like Casper site, maybe some Casper site or
Oh yeah.
some other people. I like Casper site. He's funny as heck.
Mhm.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but anyway, thank you everybody for showing up, showing me some support. You guys have a blessed day. Travel if you can, because trust me, I love to travel. And the way the world is, man, you don't know how long that's gonna be, you know. Get stuck over there. I hope I get stuck
Oh
in
my God.
Panama, you know. I don't mind Panama.